Hey guys, welcome back. So, how do our turkey feathers look on the airplane? I think it looks pretty good. So, one of the changes that I made since the last video is I changed this ring here. I had it painted aluminum, and I decided to go with titanium instead. The titanium, I think, looks a lot nicer. It might not be as scale, but it's just there was way too much contrast between this, and then the ultimate color is not going to be too far off from our primer there. So I think it just looks a little bit better than just the plain aluminum paint. So well, I've had a couple developments since the last video. I went ahead and I glued in our bulkhead and our little inlet spike here. So let me turn on the light. Or not. Okay, well, anyway, in order to, before I did this, I should say, I painted the inside of the duct completely, so even towards the back it's completely painted. I got it to the point that I was satisfied with it. It's really hard to get it perfect. The paint just kind of swirls around in there but doesn't really stick, so I think we finally got it. So the way that I installed the inlet spike was I came in through the top there. And if you remember, when I originally designed this, it's got like a little notch in the bottom, and inside the duct here, on the other side of the landing gear, I had a little mounting block and everything that I put in. So what I did is, before I put the spike in, I took a long tip for the Hysol gun and just squirted a bunch of Hysol down in there. And then I made sure to get some on the end of the spike itself, and I just brought it down, ran it through the hole, and made sure that that was seated well. And then I went up, and this bulkhead, remember, a while back I made this myself, and I just kind of took a piece of cardboard to get the rough shape and everything. Then I cut that, made a template and cut it out of the plywood there, and so I put that in. You can see I've got our airline hoses running along the side there through those holes that I made on the side, so there's plenty of room. And then this is going to go pretty much right in the middle like that, and then on this side we'll run our lines back to the receiver, and then our air lines back to the air tanks, which are in the very back. I did have to take out the fan unit to get in there to be able to paint the ductwork. So I did that, which is okay, because if you remember, we never really mounted that side of the rail. I need to make sure that that's fastened securely before we put it back in. So that's a couple of the updates, and the big surprise, I almost forgot that I owned one of these. I got my Castle ESC back. So we're just about to the point we can run this on a test stand. I guess some people are saying that they're still blowing up, even the ones that are coming back. So this is a completely brand new unit from what I had before. So the kind of cruddy thing is I believe it's actually a little bit thicker. I was kind of excited at first because it didn't have that little bump right there, and I thought that I might be able to mount it in here with everything else, but I think it's a little bit thicker, so I'm not going to be able to do that. And the very final update is I went ahead and I ordered my Gens Ace batteries. So I ordered 3 4-cell 5300 milliamp 30C battery packs, and these are the same ones that Gunrad used when he had his F-16, and everything that he had been reporting is that they worked just fine, they didn't overheat or anything like that. So hopefully I'll have that same luck. So anyway, give you some kind of close-up shots how I glued that in there. Alright, and we'll give you one more look inside here. You can see how much nicer that looks with it all being the same color. And the inlet spike, the high sol's white, so it filled kind of the little hole in the front there. Right there. So that turned out really nice. And now we don't have the flex when we push down on this. I mean, it's one solid unit now, whereas before this would compress. So alright, so I'm done yakking for right now. Not sure our next step, but we're getting pretty close here. I started sanding down some of the excess primer that I had on here, and I'm getting a nice surface. I want to get going on some paint here in the not too distant future. So that's it for now. I just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know where I was at.